Hey guys, welcome to a very simple, straightforward, and emotional WordPress tutorial. Your special day is coming up, we know. And you're going to need a website to keep your friends and family up to date with all the news. So this is the date, May 12th. I'm pretty sure you're going to be watching this after the date. And let's say that this is the couple that is to get married. Let's have a better logo. You are going to want to have, so this is just design that I've done. You are going to want to have a way to RSVP. This is one way that you can go about doing this, and you send a message. You will have a beautiful website with your video, an introductory video of yourself and your partner, inviting your guests, perhaps an emotional message, perhaps something to just add a personal touch. You can have the very special dates listed, some beautiful pictures that you guys have taken together, reminding everyone of the moments you've spent over the past few months or years, depending on how long you've known each other. Beautiful color, wonderful pictures. Your information is going to be here, very personal. This is a very simple website tutorial. It shouldn't be too long, but once it's done, you're going to have a functional wedding website without coding. So now that we have all of this set up, I'd just like you guys to get started. It's gonna be about an hour, but I promise you that after an hour, you will have literally everything that's here and a lot more, because it will have your pictures and your information, and it will be ready to be shown to your friends and family. Go ahead and hit subscribe for more awesome tutorials like this, and let's get started. All right, to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to get our domain name and we're going to set up our website hosting. The way we're going to go about this is not the way that they normally do it. And here's what I mean. In the description of this video, there's going to be a link to different website hosts. We're going to have Name Hero and a few others. What we're going to do is we are going to get our domain name from Name Hero. All right. So you're going to click on the link in the description. It's going to take you to Name Hero. Hopefully you don't have to go through reCAPTCHA like I have to go through here. And then it's going to take you to Name Hero. The domain name is going to be your .com, your .co, your .org. The name of your website, the website address. So google.com, namehero.com, that's the domain name. Most times it's going to be your businessname.com. So if your business is Pete's Pizzas, it's going to be petespizzas.com. And sometimes it can be .co.uk, depending on what you'd like. And then after that, you're going to set up what's called hosting. Hosting is going to be the computer that is on 24/7, or the server that is on 24/7. That's going to make your website available across the globe. What we're going to do that's different, and I'm going to show you how to do it the regular way. We're not going to be using shared hosting, that is Name Hero. We're going to be using managed hosting, because the managed hosting solution we're going to be using is a little bit price flexible, but it offers a lot more power. What we're going to do here is that instead of using Name Hero for the domain name and the hosting, like most of the YouTube tutorials, we're going to go a little bit more advanced, where we can use more advanced and better web servers like Amazon Web Service or Google Cloud, for example. Or we can go cheaper and use DigitalOcean or Vulture or Linode. And we're going to get this by using Cloudways. So here's what we're going to do. On Name Hero's homepage, namehero.com, we're going to click domains. We're just going to purchase a domain. So I'm going to type Zeilhan tutorials. And I'm not going to be using .com this time. I'm going to be using .co.uk. I know I am not in the UK. So we'll have .com. That's added from my previous session, because I was trying to set up hosting. But don't worry about it. It's going to be the same process. What I want is .co.uk. So there are different domain names. We're just going to go with the .co.uk option because it is cheap. It's added to cart. Now I'm going to click on the cart. I am going to remove the hosting that is there. So it says here that if you plan on purchasing web hosting with Name Hero, and this is the most important part, because remember I told you that we're not going to be hosting with Name Hero in this situation. But if you're using Name Hero as a host, you click continue and then you can purchase your hosting and you can go from there. But we're not going to be using Name Hero. I am going to leave the name servers as is though, because I don't yet know the name servers for the host that I'm going to be getting. So we'll get that later. So this part right here, zeilhantutorials.com, is from the previous part of the tutorial that you guys probably won't see, when I was trying to get hosting from Name Hero and it was not working. In another tutorial, I'll show you how to get Name Hero hosting. But right now it's not working. The checkout page is crashing. So let's hope it doesn't happen with the domain name. So zeilhantutorials.co.uk, email forwarding, DNS management. You can get those. This is just a tutorial for me. I don't need it, so I won't get them, but you can get them. You can read. It basically makes your website available faster, and it makes you have all your emails in one inbox. Perfectly fine. Not a big deal for me. So we're going to continue. All right. So I don't need the .com. Let's remove that. No savings. We are going to create a new account. All right. So once you've created your account, all right, guys, so you're going to create your account, first name, last name, email address, etc., your billing address, and all of that good stuff. Once you have created your account, you're going to go ahead and select your payment method, enter your payment details, all right, and you have read and agreed to the terms of service, and you check out. And that's what it's going to be. I already have an account with Name Hero. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that existing customer account because I just need a domain name. I don't need a separate account. When I'm doing the hosting tutorial for you guys again, then we'll get a new account. So I'm just going to use the existing customer login. We're going to log in. Everything is as I'd like it. Read and agreed to the terms of service. And we are going to check out now. All right. So let's go ahead and check out. All right, order placed, continue to client area because we're going to need this section. Now I do have 8 domains here. I've had more, some are expired, some not so expired. We're going to click on domains. We are going to go all the way over to Zeilhan tutorials. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller. Zeilhantutorials.co.uk. We are going to click on this one. Click on it. And everything is as we would like it to be. No SSL, perfectly fine. We'll set that up very soon. So now that we have this set up, and remember guys, once you set up your account, you're going to want to go to your email address that you used, and you're going to want to get all the good stuff happening, like getting your confirmation code and everything like that. You can go ahead and do that. I already had an account. That's something I need to show you. Now for the hosting. The hosting that we're going to be using this time is Cloudways. And Cloudways is it's something that I love because you can choose where you host your website, like which server. It can be Google Cloud, it can be Amazon Web Services for higher performance websites. So like my most important clients with like e-commerce platforms and so on, always AWS, always Google Cloud. Or you can go with something a bit more budget friendly. For this tutorial, we're going to use that. I'm going to be using Vultr. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new account with Cloudways because I'm actually going to be getting website hosting. Now, Cloudways is very beautiful. I won't ramble on too much. We're just going to get started. So we're going to say start free. I am going to sign up with my Google account. You can just enter first name, last name, and so on. Everybody can do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the Google method. So I'm going to click continue with Google. I'm going to select the email address. I'm going to continue. All right. So now I need to set a password. I'm just going to select a strong password. I will describe myself as I'm a lot of things right now. So I'm going to say digital agency for this person. Yeah, I'm just going to say digital agency. My hosting spend is 50 to 250. I agree to the terms of service, privacy policy. I am going to continue. To activate your account, sign in. All right. So submit details. All right, guys, good news. So my Cloudways account has been activated. Woohoo! It took a few days, but I'll show you the process. So to get activated, you just need to go to cloudways.com. All right, so you apply for an account, then you actually go to cloudways.com. Let me get my chat out of the way, and it's going to be right there. And when you go to cloudways.com, you're going to click send a message. All right, send us a message. Go to verification. Once you go to verification, it's going to automatically apply with the instructions to get verified. So I literally did all of this. So I sent them the email account that I used to sign up. I sent them links to my Twitter and LinkedIn accounts. I sent them my company's website, which, Zeilhan.com. I sent them my ID. So I used my driver's license. And I also sent them my contact number. So I used 2 socials. I used my company's website. I used the email address, my driver's license, government issued ID. And within about 3 or 4 hours, I was verified. So we're verified. We are going to log in and activate. I understand the risks. Take me there. All right, this is good. So here's what we're going to be doing. Let's get started. Okay, so here it's telling us you can deploy more apps once your first server is ready. So to set up a WordPress install, we're just going to click next right here. And I'm going to call this, all right, go next. Actually, I need to name it first app. First app. I'm going to call this first server. And I'm going to call this startup project. I'm just going to install startup project. And we go next. So it's saying that I can only use DigitalOcean, AWS, and Google. So let's just go ahead, set up that. Select your desired server size. I'm just doing a test website, so I can just go with a 1 gig regular server, but most times you're going to go with a 2 gig high performance. All right, so I'm just going to go with my 1 gig regular server. Let's go next. So the location I'm going to use is actually Miami. If I can use Miami, it doesn't seem like Miami is one of the options. I'll just go with New York for now then. So try to a blazing platform with 3-day trial, no credit card. Yes, let's go on. I'm perfectly fine. You're all set. End. So I'm going to launch now. And remember, this is a WordPress install. You can also go with a multi-site. So that's a WordPress multi-site, and you can go with a WooCommerce installation. So I'm just going to go ahead and launch now. So it's adding my server. All right, first server has been created. Our server is here. We have an application. So after you've made your server, this is the most important part. After you've made your server, so you're going to go to dashboard. We have a server right here. So we have a server installed. Here's what you're going to do next. You're going to click on your server. You're going to copy the public IP. You're going to log into your name here, client section. When you log into your name here, client section, you're going to go to DNS management. At DNS management, you're going to add at a record, and you're going to paste in the IP address and save changes. So this is what you'll have when you're done. Once you've done that, I want you to copy your website URL. I want you to go incognito and go to DNS checker. All right. DNS checker. You're going to paste in the URL. You're going to search the A records. The address that you see right here should be the same address from your Cloudways IP, and it should also be the same for your A record. And what DNS checker is basically saying to you, it is telling you that, all right, your website domain is available across the globe on this server. This is the IP address for your server. This is the A record for it. And that's all you need to do. If you go to Name Hero, or you go to your public register, your DNS, or you go to your domain name register, and they don't have the option to add the A record, open a support ticket, tell them that this is the IP address for your Cloudways server. You'd like to have them added to your domain so you can use Cloudways for your domain. Once that is done, you're going to go back to Cloudways. All right. You're going to go to your first app. This is your WordPress install. You're ready to use this. So you're just going to click on this. You have two URLs right here. You're going to have the application URL. If you click here, it takes you to the actual website. And if you click here, it takes you to the admin panel. You copy the login URL and you copy the password. You're going to paste it in and you can log in. So the next thing that you're going to do after you've seen the IP, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to copy the domain name. You're going to go back to Cloudways. You're going to go to domain management. The default, the primary is going to be this long, ugly URL that you can't share with anyone. You're going to do is you're going to add domain. You're going to paste in your URL, and then you're going to add domain. After you've added the domain, it's going to appear, but it's going to be here. You're just going to right click and make primary for the actual domain. Once that is done, it still won't work because you need to have SSL. You need to have an SSL certificate installed. So to install the SSL certificate, you're going to go to SSL certificate. Let's encrypt. You're going to use your email address. I'm just going to use one for the business, and you're going to paste in your domain, and you're going to install SSL certificate. Once the SSL certificate is installed, we're going to go to incognito. We're going to paste the URL. We're going to see if it works. And it works. Now to go to your admin address, you're just going to right click here. You're going to say WP admin. Once that happens, you're going to go back to Cloudways, access details, copy and paste your email address, copy and paste your password, and you're going to log in. And there you go. All right. All right, guys. So we're on our dashboard. I'm going to head over back to visit site because we're going to just break down how WordPress works right now. And after that, we're going to get our site set up. All right. So here's the thing. This is the most important part. On WordPress, you have what's called a theme. It always has to be active. So there always has to be a theme active. And after you activate your theme, then you can install plugins. You don't need to have plugins installed, but there always has to be a theme. So what's a theme and what's a plugin? Well, very simple terms. The theme is like the operating system on your phone. It's like if you have an iPhone and your iPhone is working with iOS. And if you have a Samsung Galaxy or some other Android device, then you're using some version of Android OS. So that's a theme. It's like the OS of your phone. The plugin, however, is like the features of your phone, right? It adds functionality. So you might install an app on your phone that adds the functionality. For example, you install WhatsApp. That's a plugin on WordPress. So plugins and themes. You always have to have a theme installed. Plugins are optional and they add features and they're like the apps on your phone. Meanwhile, the iOS and the Android of your phone is pretty much what you would call the theme on WordPress. Right now, our WordPress website looks like this because of the WordPress theme that is installed. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to change our theme so we can have a better looking website. Then we're going to add a plugin and or few so we can have a beautiful website that's going to work for wedding registry and well, advertisement and so on and so forth. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head over back to our blog and we're going to go to dashboard. We're going to go to settings and permalinks. The reason why we're going to be doing this part is because it says right here that our permalinks is the structure for your website. It's basically like a URL. And you know, when you go to Google and you type in Nike red Air Jordan shoes and the shoes come up, your website needs to tell what it's about, right? So Google needs to know what your website is about. And your URL structure is going to be a part of that. If you're using a poor URL structure like these, like plain and their name and so on, then Google has a harder time, and users as well. So someone browsing the internet has a harder time telling what your website and your web page is about. So for that reason, you're going to go ahead and change the post name. And that's going to be good for SEO, search engine optimization. All right, very good. So let's just go ahead and save changes here. All right, that's good. After we've saved changes here, we're going to go over to settings general. There are a few things that we need to change here. We're going to change the site title from my blog to Zeilhan wedding. I don't know what you would put for a wedding, so I guess you would. So say something about your wedding. Let's say Jim and Carla getting married. Reserve now. I don't know because I really don't know what to put on a website like this. We're gonna copy everything except for Zeilhan wedding. Copy, and we are going to paste it at my WordPress blog. We're not going to change our site icon here, but a site icon is this icon you see right here. This is a WordPress icon. It's on the tab. It pretty much tells you what your web page is about. So if I open YouTube in a link, you're going to see the YouTube logo. So that's what a site icon is. So we're going to change that soon, just not yet. We are going to keep everything as is, but we're going to change our time zone. So let's just go all the way down. We're going to change our time zone to where you're located. And the reason why this is important, so I'm in Jamaica, I'm going to select Jamaica. The reason why this is important is because you want to ensure that whenever WordPress gets some activity or your website gets some activity, like someone signs up to be a guest at your wedding or the RSVP, for example, you know the actual time that event took place, and WordPress is going to pull this from here. So if you're in America and the time zone is set to to Australia, then you're not going to know exactly when it happened, right? So you change the time zone here. We're going to keep the date format. We're going to change the time format to this, and I'm going to start my weeks on Sunday for religious reasons. Go ahead and save changes. Now, we spoke about themes and plugins. So how do you add, install, remove, deactivate, activate a WordPress plugin? We're going to start with plugins and we head over to themes, all right? Well, you go to plugins and you go to install plugins. And right here, you're going to see something quite interesting. These plugins, they come default with the WordPress installation that we used, right? So we're not going to do anything with these because we don't need them. So we're just going to click on delete and that's okay. You can also select here and do a bulk action. Here's a note. You must deactivate your plugin before you can delete it. After you install, you must activate it for you to use it. So if it's activated and you want to delete it, then you must first deactivate. And after you've deactivated, then you can go ahead and delete. What you're not going to see is WP server security, anti-spam, and malware scan on your installation. The reason is because I actually added this to this website for protection while we're building. All right. So in order to add a plugin, which is very easy, we're just going to go to add new plugin. We're just going to search. Let's see if there's actually a plugin for this. I don't know. So wedding RSVP. So I want that function. I want to RSVP guest for a wedding. And it says right here, RSVP and event management plugin. And even so, we also see Booking Press, which I think probably is good. All right. So we can go ahead and install RSVP event and management, RSVP and event management plugin. Remember, after you install the plugin, just like an app, you need to activate it. Just going to go ahead and activate. Let's refresh because normally we refresh by itself. Let's refresh so we can see the option appear somewhere over here. Go ahead and refresh. And here it is, RSVP. So we can go ahead and take a look at events. And as you can see, actually pretty cool. So we're not going to use this right now. We may or may not use it in this tutorial. What I think I might do is I might add the RSVP function in the tutorial that's coming up next. So you can go ahead and hit subscribe for that. If you don't want to build this website for yourself, go ahead and, set up a consultation with our team and we will build a website for you. And yeah, we're taking on clients, guys. So we don't need a plugin. We're going to remove it. So remember, plugins, install plugins. We don't need it. So to delete it, we need to deactivate first. We're going to delete all these plugins that we're not using. Always delete unused plugins, because if you have a plugin that is not in use and it's outdated, it could potentially cause people to hack your website, or hackers to hack your website, regular people who hack websites, or cause your website to get infected with malware or spam, etc., etc. So we're not going to do anything to the WP server, just uncheck, and we are going to delete. All right, so there's that. Beautiful. Now that we understand plugins, let's head over to themes. So we're going to go to appearance and themes, and this will tell us all we need to know about themes. Right now, this is what our website looks like, and this is largely because of the theme on our website. All right, notice some changes here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and activate the 2022 theme, because the 2024 theme is currently activated. And let's just see how that changes our website. All right, and that will help us understand how themes work. So let's go ahead and duplicate. So this is the 2024 theme, and this is the 2022 theme right here. Not bad at all. So it changes our website looks. So we're going to go ahead and reactivate 2024. We're not going to be using either of these themes. These are default WordPress themes. So we're just going to go ahead and delete that one. And we're going to delete this one as well. So I made myself a little bit smaller because we're going to be looking at something more important. Now we're going to add a theme. The theme is going to allow us to add the beautiful website that we've been working with. So just go ahead and close that because we don't need it. We're going to add new theme, obviously, to add theme. The theme that we're going to be using today is the Astra theme, guys. So let's go ahead and hit install. After we've installed the Astra theme, remember you always have to activate after you install. Just go ahead and hit activate. Here's a beautiful thing now. It is activated. You're going to see build your dream site in minutes with AI. It says that you're going to have to install some plugin, but let's say that it's not here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say I want to build this website from scratch. So I'm going to click right here. If you don't see this message, I'll show you what to do. So we're going to go ahead and go to plugins, and we're going to add new plugin. Under add new plugin, we are going to search for Astra. It's going to bring up the Astra starter sites because we're not using AI in this one. It says right here, starter templates by Brainstorm Force, over 1 million active installations. Let's go ahead and install this one. All right. After we've installed this one, we're going to go ahead and activate. You always have to activate your plugins, right? Now that it's activated, we're going to go ahead and refresh so that it can take effect. I don't know why that's happening, guys. It's never been like that normally. All right. By the way, let's take a look at what our website now looks like. This is what it was with 2024 theme. This is what it looks like with the Astra theme. So you can see some changes, guys. A lot of changes, actually. So this is what it looks like. So now it says right here, we can use the AI builder. We're not going to use it right now, but we are going to use the classic starter templates, build with templates. This is a little bit more user-friendly. We're going to dismiss this message. We are changing from here it is, on the community events wedding. And you're going to find the starter site. It's right here, wedding invitation. All right, just go ahead and click on this starter site. All right, before we go ahead and install, we're going to go ahead and click right here. And we're going to use Elementor. And we're going to have to go again to wedding and click right here. And then we can continue. We are going to get really creative right now. So now we're going to get really creative. This is our website that we're going to have installed on our website. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to upload our logo. No, we're going to upload our logo and so on after. You can go ahead and click right here and upload files. Notice we're now uploading our logos. I'm going to go ahead and use a black logo I'm going to use a colored logo as normal. Let's go ahead and select. All right, it should be here. All right, so there's our logo and our logo width. All right, there's that. We're not going to change our font. I think our color palette is fine. This is a very soft color, unless there is a more feminine color available. I think this is good because a wedding is for the woman most time. It's a special day for the lady. So you need to ensure that this website is to her taste. We could use something outlandish like blue, but that's not going to give us the feminine touch that we want. I mean, the original color, it works well with blue, with brown, if we know colors. I guess the gold is all right as well. I think that gold gives us a better hue and shade. Style 10 is not what I like. And style 9, no, not really. So I'm going to go ahead and just use style 5. I think that gives me a nice touch. We're going to continue. And which of these do we need? We're not going to use any of these. These are all going to install plugins. So let's go ahead and continue. Fill out this information, WordPress expert, and I'm building for my client. Go ahead and install. And there you go. Our site is activated. So we can go ahead and view website. This is our website currently, and this is beautiful. This is actually beautiful. I am very excited for what we're going to build right now. So this is what we started off with. We don't need this because that's not it anymore. We also had this after we installed Astra site. We don't use this anymore because here we are. This is our actual website. You know what you can actually do, guys, and that's very cool? Copy your URL, paste it, and share it with your share with your friends and family. And say, the wedding website is being done, or perhaps you want to wait until it's done. So this is very nice, guys. I like what we have here. All right, so we're going to close this, and we're going to X here, and back to the dashboard. Now that we're on the dashboard, here's something that we need to do, because even though the website looks like this, we need to add our pictures, right? So we have a beautiful website right now. We're going to need to add our pictures. We're going to need to add our name. So I had what? Jim and Carla. So Jim and Carla, groom and bride. And we changed the name to the maid of honor and the best man and so on, etc., etc. We can add their pictures. And we're going to have to make this website your own is what we're saying. So as it is, it's not much. As it is, it's not ready. So we're going to head over back because we need to hide this from would-be website visitors so that they don't see what is being built until it's finished. So we're going to head over back to our dashboard, and we're going to use a plugin to add that feature. We're going to go to plugins, add new plugin. The plugin that we're going to use is called construction. It's actually called under construction, but if I type just construction, it's going to come up, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So it says here under construction, 700,000 installations active by Web Factory. Let's just go and install now. We are going to activate. Let's refresh one more time. Under construction settings, we are going to go to our design. We're going to close. We need to find something that works for a wedding, and it's free. So Yeah, I'm going to use this one, the Lighthouse theme. Let's go ahead and activate the lighthouse theme. Wow, if we could speak words, right? And if you look right now, so if you go to incognito, which is a true test, you're still going to see the site. And that's because after you've activated the theme, you need to actually turn on under construction. So we're going to go right here to under construction, and we are going to click this, and it's going to be on. Now we can go back to incognito, close, and here it is. Right, this is currently not available to be shown. If you want to show your friends and family, all right, you want to show them actual website, you can go ahead and turn it off. And there it is, it's red. Go back to your website, and there you go. All right, so you just go ahead and turn on again because we're not going to be using this. All right, and that's that. We're going to do some changes, guys. So the first thing actually that I want you guys to do, we're going to add some website security. The website security is going to protect your site while you work on it. We're not going to do as detailed a website security as we've done in the past with our other builds, like our e-commerce build, our small business build, our business builds. So we're just going to go ahead and do some very basic e-commerce. Website security, those are features we're adding to our website. We're going to go to plugins to add those features or plugins. We are going to go with really simple SSL. And just follow along. If you want a detailed website security tutorial, then there's one in the description below. We are going to go with UpdraftPlus because we do need to back up our website while we're building it so that we don't lose our work. So let's go ahead and install. And I'm going to go with WordFence for this one, guys. WordFence is a very popular WordPress security plugin. So let's go ahead and install right now. 5 million installs, which is really beautiful. Actually, I'm not going to use WordFence because WordFence has a roundabout way of having install. So I'm just going to go with, I always have a tough time remembering the name of this WordPress security plugin. I've been using it for like 4 years, but they changed their name. Solid Security, thank you. So we're going to leave that as is. Let's see if Scurry is here. We're not going to install Scurry because we don't need it. All right, then let's go to plugins and install plugins. We're going to delete WordFence right away because we're not going to be using it. So let's go ahead and delete. We're going to activate really simple SSL. I want you guys to know that whenever you activate these plugins, you might get logged out of your website. So ensure that you have your username and password saved in a secure place. If you currently don't know your username and password, go to users profile. And it's going to bring up your user profile. Your username is right here. Your email is right here. Where this is, it's going to be blurred out on this website. And you can change your password by setting new password. It will send it to your email address. Let's go to install plugins. Like we said, we're going to activate really simple SSL. We're going to just install SSL once this is loaded. Wait, activate SSL. All right, you can select the hosting provider if you'd like, but we're not going to do that. We are going to enable these features, include tips and well, I'm skipping, but you can install, and we're not going to install these statistics plugins, and we're just going to finish right now. All right, that's good for a really simple SSL. The next plugin that we're going to go to is all-in-one WP security, solid security. Shish. So go ahead and activate. And by the way, guys, I have WP server activated, so it's not going to work with all-in-one WP security. So after I activate, I'm going to delete it. Solid security. Why do I keep saying all-in-one? So it's not going to work with solid security. So after I show you how to set up solid security, I'm going to deactivate and delete it. But you guys keep it. I'm just continuing with WP server. All right. So let's go ahead and configure now, and let's just check IP, and that is good. The IP is detected. We are going to. Yes, so that is good. Authorized IP address, that is good. And let's just go to setup right now. Under setup, it's going to ask us what type of website it is. I'm going to say it's a portfolio website. We're going to enable Security Check Pro and go next. It's my own website, since that's what you guys will be doing. You're going to enforce password policy for all users. All right. Authorize my IP address. That brings your IP address here. And go next. I'm not going to install two-factor, but you can go ahead and install it if you like. The firewall is fine. Site check is fine. You can schedule if you like. I'm not going to. And that's good. Let's go to next, default user groups. Everything is fine as is. Don't change anything, guys. Let's go to next. And all administrator complete setup. And that's good. You're going to see a very beautiful dashboard shortly. And here we go. Everything is set up and it's beautiful. Let's just go to our dashboard now. And there's our dashboard, which is actually pretty cool if you ask me, guys. So this is wonderful. This is nice. This is beautiful. I'm going to do some changes now. So when you go, so our website is secured. The next thing we're going to have to do, before we even look at our website, we're going to do the backups. That way we don't lose our progress. Let's go to plugins, install plugins, and go to activate updraft and press here to start. All right. So we're going to go to settings. You do one. The higher the frequency would mean that you're doing more work. So for e-commerce, I actually use every 2 hours, but you don't need to do that much. You can do daily for your liking. And even after you've said for daily, you want to keep up to a month of backups normally. So that's 28 days in a month or 30 days or 31, never 32. And that's going to be the amount. So you can say daily and so you can say 30. But I'm going to go with manual for my options. Seeing that I'm actually just building this for tutorial purposes, but do use daily and 30 or thereabout. Have a month of backups or at least a week. So we're going to do manual just for tutorial purposes. And we're going to save to Google Drive and all the way down and save changes. Now we're going to sign into Google and do what's required. So just sign into Google and give access to everything. That's a notification Google is sending me now that, hey, someone just logged into your account. You give them access. Yes, I gave Updraft access. Thank you for checking in Google. Go ahead and complete setup. After we have completed our setup, we're going to go ahead and do our first backup. So let's go ahead and back up now. Our backup is complete. Here's the thing. So let's say you have 10 backups here and you make a mistake. You can literally go ahead and click restore right here for a backup from a previous date if you made an error. All right, so that's the beauty. We're going to change. Let me go to the website and show you something. So this is just saying that under construction mode is activated. And even though it's activated, we can still see the website. That's good. But if you go to the website, guys, which is the beauty of it all, it's not going to be shown now. Let's remove WP admin. So if you go to the website, you can see. So let's just close and continue. We're going to close this. All right, guys. So the color logo here just sticks out like a sore thumb. It absolutely sticks out like a sore thumb. So we're going to change the color logo to a black logo. We're going to add our site icon like I mentioned. And I think the font is good as it is. So I'm going to go to, let's just click customize right here. That's a beautiful way of going about it. You can go to dashboard and then customize and then appearance. So I just click customize here since, we're already here. So first we're going to change the icon up here. That's called a site icon. We're going to go to site identity to change that. Select site icon, and I'm going to use the white logo for a change. Let's go ahead and select and crop image. The white logo is actually there, guys. You just don't see it. I know this is there now, so just go ahead and publish those changes. So site title and logo settings. Let's click right here. This is our logo. Let's go ahead and change logo. I'm going to do that, and this time I am not changing the size, guys. Let's just say it as it is and publish. Beautiful. All right, so there's that. That's good for the logo. We can go to our global and we can check our colors. We are not going to change too many things on our colors. I think our colors are fine. But if you want to get colors for your website, there's this thing where you literally just go to coolers. This will give you, just explore trending palettes. And this is going to give you like pretty cool colors you can use on your website, guys. It's actually pretty nice coolers. All right, so there's that. I'm going to keep the brown. So yes, you can go ahead and change your colors. All right, so this is color 1. You can grab a pink from here on coolers and you can click right here. I'm not going to save this change, but I'm just showing you. All right, so this is the website as is. If you paste it, you notice the pink comes here. All right, so that's the pink that's there right now, and it changes to brown, which is this color. So if you click right here, it changes color to a really bright blue. When you hover, it's going to change to that blue, which is very ugly. Like we could actually use a lighter pink for this color, and it will look a whole lot better. All right, we need something a little bit more enthusiastic. And paste. All right, so there's that. And our black, that's that. I mean, that's kind of it. There isn't much that you want to change here. I do like the pink here though. I actually do like the pink here, guys. I didn't expect that I was going to go with a change, but the pink adds a really nice touch. Like, it literally does add a nice touch, guys. It really does add a nice touch. So, and it's not overbearing. So we're going to keep the pink. And I didn't imagine that we're going to be using pink. So remember, guys, coolers.co, and you can get colors. We're going to keep our typography as it is, but the typography, like, let me show you, just go to typography. It's going to just change the feel of your website. This is all a part of branding. We teach that in our next tutorials, but this is a light tutorial. We're not going to go very detailed. So you can go ahead and heading, let's just change to Willie and Donna, I guess. Notice the website feels different, feels more business-like. Let's try this, Montserrat and Source Pro. This is going to be very ugly for a wedding website. This looks nothing like a wedding website. It looks too business-like, doesn't it? Rubik and Carla, same thing. Let's try DM Serif. So this is kind of nice. So we don't want these fonts. We're just going to keep the fonts that we have because these fonts are actually beautiful as they are. They give the personal touch that we need, and we like those. All right, now. So that's it for font. You can get fonts by just Googling best wedding fonts, and fonts will come up. We're not going to spend too much time on this. We're going to keep everything as it is, guys. We're not going to add the scroll to top, but if you do, it's just going to be this icon over here. Nothing to get too excited about. You click on it and it's going to take you to the top of the website. But we're not going to use that because we want a very minimalist website. And we're pretty much there, guys. So here's what we're going to do. In the next part of the tutorial, we're going to just learn how to design this. So we're not going to save our changes. All right, let's close. And yes, so in this next part of the tutorial, we're going to learn how to edit this website. All right. And after we've learned how to edit this website, then you're pretty much done. So here we go. Let's get into that. To make changes and start editing your website, go ahead and click Edit with Elementor. And Elementor is a page builder that we're going to be using when you build. The website really is just a collection of web pages, and the internet is a collection of websites. So the internet is literally like a big encyclopedia or a big library. So we're not going to be using AI. Everybody is into AI these days. So we're building a very simple website here. Very simple. Lesson, introduction to Elementor. What you see right here is the actual website that you've been looking at all along. But a few things to note. What you see is what you get. That's a very core principle of what Elementor is, meaning that if you see this word Willie and Donna here, that is what you're going to get on the main website. So to see what's on the main website, the actual updated website, just click this eye right here, preview changes. So this eye down here, this eye right here that says preview changes, it's going to bring this up. And let's change this to, I don't remember what our people were called. Let's change this to, let's say, Jim and Kathy. We're going to update. Once updated, you're going to see this web page update. Change is going to be here. All right. So what you see is what you get. This is called a widget. To get all the list of to get a list of all your widgets, you click on this icon right here, and it's going to bring up all the widgets that you can use from Elementor. This is a heading widget. You can drag an image and add that image right here. Put myself out of the way and paste. And once you update, that's literally what you're going to get. All right, so that's the very principle of it. Now, this doesn't fit right here. We're going to delete. If you notice, there is an image somewhere here that you can't find, and that's because all your widgets are going to go into a container. This is a container. You can edit your container. So if you hover over this area, you're going to see this little option tab appear here, and it's going to have a similar color to what you see right here, purple outline. What you can do is you can hover over the area that you want to edit, right click, edit container. The style is what you need to change. So it's going to go to style and the background. So this is the background type. It's actually not here. So let's, I need to find where this image is. So I'm going to click right here. It shouldn't be there though. All right, click right here, style. And now we get it. So we just have to click on the actual container itself and we get an image. We can delete it. We're not going to delete it. You can change it to one of your pictures. I recommend you change it. We're going to change our wedding date to May 12th. All right. So just click on this element, edit divider. And you're on content. You don't see what you're looking to edit. Oh, there it is. It says text. So let's just change it to 12 May 2024. Okay. And save the date. That's good. That's beautiful. We're not going to do too many editing there. Our pictures here, you're going to want to add your pictures. Let's go ahead and edit image right here. The thing that I want you to notice is that the picture as it is. So let's just right click in new tab, edit image. You're going to notice that the picture itself is actually in a circle already. All right. So you can have a graphics design, and this is why website building isn't cheap, because there are so many disciplines that go into. You can have a graphics designer just do this for you. You can tell them to get the image dimension to 650 by 650. Perhaps you can crop it in Photoshop and get this effect again. I don't know, but you have to get the image to look like this, and I'll show you why. So let's say that we actually use a square image. So this is a square image now. If we use a square image in that space, the design gets ruined. What you can do, however, if you use a square image here, be sure to use a square image here as well. All right. And go ahead and select. But you're going to notice that it takes away from the aesthetic of the website. It doesn't look as beautiful as it looked before because it's all square. There are no variations. We're going to go ahead and change back to our circular images just because it adds that nice flair and touch to what we've been doing. All right. Go ahead and change your name. Add a bit of information that you want your friends and family to see. This is a personal website, so I'm not going to be doing SEO. It's not like you want a lot of people to see, oh, yes, you're getting married and a couple hundred more people than you invited. Try to RSVP or try to turn up. So you're going to go ahead and change your name. Just click on it, change your name. You can go to style and typography. And from here, you can change the size of your text. You can change the weight. It's a lot like Microsoft Word. Guys, I don't think you can. So you can't change the weight on this font. All right. So not every font can have the weight changed. This is one of those fonts. You can transform to uppercase. However, you can change the size to oblique. You can add decorations like strike through and so on and so forth. You can add your social links to your social profile. I don't recommend it. You don't really need it, but you can. So just go ahead and edit social icons. Literally just hover over what you want to edit. Right click, edit, and add the link right here, or add the link right here. You can also add an item. So let's say you're going to add your WhatsApp. You just click add item, click on the icon, and you go to WhatsApp. It's under W. WhatsApp is right here, insert. And then you're going to add a URL or contact number for your WhatsApp. All right. So that's how you would go ahead and do that. The thing is that you have the RSVP button right here. And I would like to add RSVP functionality to this website. So we know how to edit the website. It's the same thing with this gallery right here. Go ahead and ensure that your image dimensions are the same. All right, guys. And much is a little as much as what's happening. So you don't want to do too many edits. You can add a video here. Just click right here, edit icon. It's not the icon that you want to edit. So there is something here. So edit container is what you need to do. Style and background type. There's an image here, but it has a play button. So I guess what you could do for the play button, you could edit icon, and for the link, you could add a link to like a YouTube video, for example, and then that would bring up the YouTube video in a new tab. So just click open in new tab. So let me just copy a YouTube video from my channel and paste right here. So I've just copied a YouTube video link, just paste it right here, and that's good. And let's see what happens when I right click open in new tab. And yes, it does appear. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the tutorial so far, please hit subscribe so we can get to 500 views. No, 500 subscribers or 1,000, depending on where we are right now. Go ahead and close that. And yeah, that's how you're going to do that. We're just going to go right here. This is our WP form. I'm going to show you how to edit our WP form right away. So just go ahead and update and exit to dashboard. If you want to learn more about using Elementor to build web pages for your website, then just go ahead and watch a tutorial in the description below on how to use Elementor for website building. All right, there's a tutorial that explains Elementor more, but there aren't many changes that you need to make. You can go ahead and change the date and location and stuff like that, add your own pictures, etc., etc. So that's what you have to do. There isn't much that I can do because it's a very personal website. Your story, your love, your future. I want you to be able to be as flexible and do as much as you'd like. All right, so it's going to go ahead and exit. We're going to go to this post and we're going to leave. We're going to change where our emails go for our contact form that was on this page. So it's going to go ahead and click this icon. We're going to leave. We are going to go to WP Forms. It's here, all forms. After all forms, we are going to edit our simple contact form because that is the form that was on the page. We're not going to make any changes. You can change, all right? So you can change. So let's go ahead and preview this form, ensure we have the right form. So this is it. And scroll all the way down. Yeah, it goes right here. I am attending. And so this is your name. You could use this for your RSVP, guys, which is really cool. So you could use this form for your RSVP. Just going to go ahead and close that. What we're going to be changing here, let's close the website. What we're going to be changing here is just the settings. We want to ensure everything, the email goes where we want it to go. So we're going to go to settings and it says from Jim and Kathy's website, Jim and Kathy's wedding website, and send message send, and that's good. We are going to go to confirmations. So the confirmation is a message type. Message, once you submit the form, this message is going to appear. We're going to go to notifications. The send to, so we're going to send it to our admin email. So whatever it is that is your admin email, this is where it's going to go. Subject line in, new contact from wedding website. So you know where it's coming from. Jim and Kathy's wedding invitation, and so on and so forth. And we're just going to save those changes. And that's it for our form. Just go ahead and close right here. So that's it for this website tutorial, guys. It's been fun. So go ahead and hit subscribe for more awesome tutorials like this one. If you have any questions about the tutorial and how to get something done, please go ahead and comment below. We're very active in the comment section. And thank you guys for watching. Take care until next time.